This is the table where you learn to thank God for what you can see. This is the table where you learn to trust God with what you cannot. Even though I walk through the darkest valley. Now, church, it's one thing for Professor Moses to tell us, thank God for the good land. But now we got to decide what kind of Christians we want to be. Are we only going to thank Him for the food? Are we only going to thank Him for the finances? Are we only going to thank Him for the fiance? Or are we going to thank Him even though I'm single? Where you want to sit? Am I only going to thank Him when I can see the evidence of His presence? Even though recognizes His presence in the presence of enemies. This is the stage of praise where you're no longer thanking God for His provision only. Oh, you carry that over. You're still grateful for the provision. That's a starting place. But now I'm thanking Him for His presence. You're going to need this. If you want to be a big boy and you don't want to be a baby, you're going to have to sit in this seat and learn to eat with enemies all around you. Can you keep your eyes fixed on the presence of God in the presence of your enemies? Because at this table, David said, God isn't the only one seated. I got enemies all around me. You prepare, verse 5, a table for me in the presence of my insecurity, in the presence of my deficits, in the presence of my addictions, in the presence of my confusion, in the presence of what I've lost, in the presence of the threat that I won't make it, in the presence of my enemies, I'm looking straight ahead. Would you do me a favor? Would you touch the person next to you and tell them, set the table? Because when you learn to have a heart of praise in the presence of enemies, you set the table. That's what David said, right? You prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies. And if you can walk with God in darkness enough, depending on the light that He showed you in the last season, you'll learn to read your enemies as a sign that it's time to eat. Yes, sir. David said, God made my enemies serve me my entree. God made the things that conspired to take me out feed me for the place He was bringing me into. I got a seat at the table. I'm a big boy. I can handle trouble. I can handle tests. I can handle it. So I'm sitting down in the middle of all kinds of nonsense, but I got my eyes fixed on the presence of the one who is within me. And greater is He that is in me. Woo. Wouldn't it be great if you could turn the tables on your fear today? And make the thing that was coming after you serve the purpose of God in your life? David said, you can do it. You can do it. If you can eat in the presence of enemies. If you can be blessed under the weight of burdens. If you don't always need me to bring it up to the table and set it before you, but if you can say, see, when I praise God through pain, everybody shout, even though. No, shout it like you want the devil to hear. Even though though you came at me, I'm still standing. Even though you set an ambush against me, even though you tried to make me born kind of wild, I'm still sitting at the table.